And hello, welcome to Sisters Unedited. My name is Shamika, and I am so excited to be here. And I'll let my sisters introduce themselves.
I am Tara, fabulously Porter, and I am excited too because we have a fun show today.
Absolutely. I am Kimberly Lindsay, as always, and I cannot wait to get into this.
And I am Denise Banks. I'm sitting in this evening with these lovely ladies. I'm super excited and elated to be here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, today's topic is going to be fun, and you know I can go on and on and on, but we're going to talk about old school versus new school.
And that's everything.
That's everything.
And I only have fun
school.
thoughts. I'm sorry, fun thoughts just pop in my head. Old school versus new school.
What thoughts popped in?
Toys.
What type of toys?
Oh my God! Did you have a sit and spin? You remember sit and spin? What was the name of the ball? The bouncing ball that you and it had a handle on it.
Let me tell you, that sit and spin, that little thing.
That was the.
That got me a butt whooping. It did. I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah, that was one of my famous butt whoopings, and I was already dizzy. So, you know how old school bars was, and they turned around like a bar stool from like an old school bar. Well, my brother, rest his fat soul, rest his heart, I miss my fat boy. He knocked the back part of
The bar stool.
the bar stool, so it was just a circle.
Okay, so it's just a seat.
So what we
A sit and spin.
it was a sit and spin. So our retarded butt would lay on the top
Oh,
of
yeah,
it
and get somebody to
use
spin
the
you.
handle
at the
on
bottom.
And
yeah.
I did it so hard that I slungshot my dumb ass on and I was spinning so hard and I flew. I took flight. And I fell.
Gone. Oh
Then
my
I had got a
God.
black eye. I was supposed to take some pictures.
Oh my
And,
God.
Then I got
So
a
you had a black eye and a butt whooping. But that was fun though, right?
That was some that's let me tell
That was
you
a
something.
dead spin.
Okay, I got one.
Wow.
What about this? Now, my mom was a wood floor lover. And our home in Chicago, from the front door when you walked in, you walked through the living room, it was wood floors. The dining room, the formal dining room, wood floors, and then tile in the kitchen. And then like 4 steps down to the back door, that whole, the socks. When you run with the socks on and you, yeah. Every now and then, every now and then you missed the wall and made that doorway and down the stairs, but it was fun.
What was the game? It was a word game, and it had a little thing you push, and it went
Yes.
Trouble.
trouble. I didn't want to play the game. I just wanted to push the button.
No, I wanted to play.
And I would get in trouble for being in bed with the thing under my cover.
Pushing it.
Mom was, what the hell? What are you? I'm in there in trouble.
Okay, wait. The telephones. Y'all remember having telephones?
Yeah.
We had a telephone. Now they had the kind that had the cup situation.
Oh,
like
we didn't have
for the,
that.
Yeah, we had one. Me and Mia had that one.
Yeah, the old one.
But the rotary phone, and it actually had a cord, and we
Mama
would put
still
one
got
in my room and one in my sister's room.
Oh yes, because you had that adapter and that extension.
We couldn't even
piece.
go to sleep because we been on the phone talking. What y'all doing? She done made it. All right, it's time to go to bed. Clean your toys up. Let's go to bed. So we were like, okay, mama, good night. Everybody go in their separate room. And when my cousins came, we were in Chicago. They would come from Texas to Chicago. So we in 2 separate rooms full of cousins. Can't go to sleep. Turned up, amped up. So we on the phone. Her favorite word was pipe down, damn it. 'Cause before you know it, it would be laughter and so much
acting crazy.
Oh my God.
I love acting crazy. You know what
They
I
don't
really
have
love?
that kind of fun anymore.
They don't have that
No.
fun, and we don't do the things like my parents used to do. My mama and her frying fish, let me just say this. My mama was the fryer out of 13 children. She was the person that fried everything. And I'd be damned if she can't just fry anything and make it good. But that damn fried fish,
It was
okay,
on and
when she called her friends over, I knew that I didn't have to worry about them damn street lights.
She was gonna miss that. Oh, street
nobody
lights.
was
That's an old school
pushing-
memory right there.
Nobody was patrolling me. Oh, Lord, it was the funnest damn day
Wait,
ever.
can I say organized authority when you say street lights though?
Ooh.
That was some
Let 'em
organized
go out,
authority
man.
for your
Let 'em
butt.
go out.
Why was
Just
it
let 'em go
everybody
out on
mama
you.
with that?
Everybody, let that
And let
street
you
light
walk
come on
and beat you
and
to
be outside.
Oh, and my mother would sing our names. Tara, Mia. It sounds so cute coming out the window, but we would
the same
know
order every time.
every time.
Parents always
In the
said
order
that.
of the birth.
Yes, in the same order every
In
time.
the order
you
of
get
the
in
ass whooping is what I used to think.
Yeah. Oh,
That
it
too,
was
because
coming.
you're the oldest, and if you out there and you got these young ones running behind you, you should have
Yeah.
wrangled them
Everybody
up.
getting a whooping.
Now, did y'all play double dutch?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Did you
Not
do that?
double Dutch.
I
I can
wasn't
still
good.
double dutch. Oh my
Did
God!
y'all play street tag? That meant
Yes.
that everybody on the block, kept
played.
a running game of
Going.
tag.
Red
Yes.
light, green light.
Red light,
was
green
my
light. Even
favorite.
Mother May I.
Mother May I. That was a good one too. We
What
played.
the
We
hell
played ball.
do they do now?
Wait, did y'all?
What
Did you
do
break
they do
dance?
now? New school. Yeah, it's this.
Yeah, all
It's this.
electronics.
And when they're
It doesn't
when they're
require social
texting,
skills at all to do
At
anything
all.
that they do.
At all.
They're actually, and you know what's crazy? They really believe that they're communicating with people when they play on the computer and they're, inboxing the person that they're playing that they
Yeah.
can't see that they probably don't even know.
Yeah.
That's
Who
just-
might not even be a darn kid.
That's whack. I think
Whack.
and I tell my kids, I tell my son all the time, and that's why, he wants another game, but I've been struggling with it. I have principles. Somebody promised him a game, didn't buy him a game. His dad promised him a game, didn't
So
buy
he
him a
should have
game.
one.
And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do for mine, but I was like, wait a minute, no I'm not.
Right. Yeah. Because
You
what
know
else could
what?
you be doing with your time?
What else could you be doing with your time? At the pool, meeting people, talking to people?
They don't go out anymore and socialize.
And they're missing so much.
Communication. We were talking about that in class.
They won't.
The communication, people think
Look
that
at
we're communicating more because we're on Facebook, because we're tweeting more, we're texting.
We're
But
communicating way
we're
less.
communicating. You're by yourself. Where are you when you're sending your text? In your bed, in your
And
room,
how many
at home?
fights do you actually have and or start because you are texting someone and there's a misunderstanding in what you're saying?
Oh my
And it
God.
turns
and you're
from a-
text fighting. You're not
You're
even
text
fighting in person.
And it didn't even start out a fight. It's just that it seemed like you had an attitude. It seemed like it based on what? Because you were reading it the way you read it?
Now you gotta make
Yeah,
sure
I
you
have
put
answer-
smiley faces.
Right.
And
And
I
you don't
refuse.
use capital letters.
I
Don't use too
don't
many capital
use
letters.
cap.
Or
I refuse.
exclamations.
I refuse. I have had people tell me at work, sending an IM. If I'm typing something and I'm using all caps and I happen to see you send me a message, you need something, you want something, I'll reply back in caps. I had somebody come to my desk, what's the problem? I said, what do you mean? Well, you sent the IM in caps. I said, listen, did I send you curse words in caps? When I start sending you curse words in caps, you'll know we have a problem. Until then, don't come over here with that.
That's
But
one
it is
perception.
email etiquette.
It wasn't an
is.
email, it was an IM.
And there's still etiquette, but the etiquette comes from the fact that these misunderstandings happen because we're not communicating.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Why would you think? Why would that be your first assumption that I'm being confrontational, that I have a problem with you because I could have been handling it as an urgent situation,
Right.
Or didn't realize my caps lock was on.
or I could have not realized my cap lock was on, but you automatically take it as a negative. It's
Right.
You
So
know,
that's
I
new-
just say
that's
one's
new
perception.
school.
people,
Right.
You can send
No.
one message to
And their
three
perception
people,
is their
one
reality.
message, and all three of them will
young,
see it
Totally
it
different.
is young people. Let's just use something called common sense or common
The
denominator.
comment is not common for everybody. We've had this
Common
discussion.
denominator, as my grandma would say, use your common denominator. Okay?
It's just
Let's try to do that. Let's
common
try to do
sense
that.
is just not
But
common sense.
how about
these days.
It's
how
just not-
about dating with the
my
young, with the
Oh
new
my
school?
God. Oh
I gotta
my
bring
God.
this up because you know what? I remember in high school having my own phone line upstairs, talking on the
The phone line. Remember
With
the
your
line?
own
Yeah.
phone number, yeah.
That's an old school.
falling asleep. You hang
Caking.
up.
No, you
With that
hang
cord
up.
stretched out, it don't
That
even
cord
roll
got
up no more.
wrinkled,
It just
yeah.
stretched completely out.
Let me tell you, I invested in me a cord that went all the way down the steps. It was like
Because you don't want to hang that
$500.
call
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I remember
Because you
they
have
was
to go
saying used
downstairs,
to sell
get
the
your
long
snacks.
ones.
Or you have to go in the closet if it's people around and you need privacy. And that phone
You
got to
had
go with you.
And I slept upstairs.
Wait, did you get this one? How long you been on this phone? Hang that phone up.
On the other end.
My mother was a
So
sergeant. Like it seemed like she started
embarrassing.
like a mental timer. She would 15 minutes that's the maximum for a phone call. You're not gonna be on this phone all night long with him or whoever else you're talking to. Okay, mama, and we get on the phone and you swear she in there. You know she dozing, watching TV, not watching TV.
Oh,
Baby,
crap.
that
She's
timer
watching the
is
clock.
locked in.
Well,
Hang
and
that phone
then
up.
if you didn't have to, if it wasn't the timer from the parents, it's the siblings. It's my time to be on the
Yeah,
phone.
oh, yeah, take
Oh, they
turns.
were down there. I'm telling.
Oh, you be, we be.
Because it was a
right.
time. Did
Look,
you guys
wait a
have
minute,
you on my
Denise. That's
time.
where hating started.
Right, that's what
That's where the creation
Right
of
at the house.
hating started. You be like, you motherfucker.
Because
You was on the phone yesterday.
everybody had to get their calls in by 9
Yeah, you were on
o'clock.
the phone yesterday.
You was on the phone yesterday
It's my
all
day.
day.
It's my day. But new school, they don't have to worry about that. They
No,
got
they
their
have their
phones
own
at age
Their own
2.
phones, yeah, with
2
no
years old,
limitations,
say,
no.
no
No
limitations.
curfews, nothing.
But how about, I remember like one of my boyfriends getting blasted out by his dad. And his dad put up, get off the phone, get off the damn phone. I was like, I'm so glad your daddy cussed you out, because my mama cussed me out all the time.
Okay.
I love you, bye.
And look, we didn't even even get that much time. When my mom would say hang the phone up, she meant literally just
Right
hang up
now.
because you have neglected to get off the phone in time, and if you had gotten off in time, you could have had a proper goodbye. And since you didn't, she's gonna say hang the phone up. And if you take a second too long, you don't get to say goodbye or nothing. Yeah, she on the way to your room is fixing to be a real ugly situation.
Yeah, she can pull plug.
Yeah. On your whole situation.
Look, I remember life without three-way.
Oh yeah, remember when you did get it though?
Get busy. Dun, dun.
Let me tell you something.
Dun,
That
dun.
three-way took a minute for me to get a hold of. You know, so the best thing is what I used to tell everybody: don't be talking about nobody that you can't say nothing back because I ain't figured it out yet. Okay?
Yeah, because they could maybe be present in this call. But what about before cell phones? I am so guilty of being a prisoner to my cell phone.
Yeah.
I feel like things are gonna go really bad if my daughter leaves here without her phone, or if I leave without my phone. Something happens, she can't get a hold of me. It's like an emergency. I gotta go back home. I'm running late for work, but I gotta go back and get my phone because if my daughter needs me, like remember when we used to live life without a cell phone? And things did
Without
happen.
GPS, we could get everywhere.
And you could remember you could remember people's cell phone numbers.
Remember phone numbers.
Oh my
Let me
God!
tell you,
All of
remember
them.
your own number.
Right
now.
now, if I call
Technology.
my grandmother right now, and I know everybody be tired of me talking about my grandma,
We love
but
your grandma.
you
Kate
know
Bell, we
what?
love you.
I'm gonna say this: I know how blessed I am. She's
yes.
97. I can talk to her. I can touch her, and I don't know that many people
Right.
at my age that can say that.
I
Yeah.
can't.
So that's why I talk about
I
her so
cannot.
much.
And you should.
And if you ask her right now, I swear to God, if I call her on this show, and I'll be like, Grandma, what's French Jean number 3954? What's
call
Irene
her.
number
One day,
7283?
you know, one day on the show, you should call her.
We
and
should.
put her on
Yeah,
speaker.
I don't know what she gonna say. I don't
That's-
know.
and
what-
that's
But she's right. It's rightful that she can
Look,
say whatever she
it
wants to.
make
When
me
you live that long,
nervous.
baby, when you live that long, you have a
Let me
license
tell you something.
to carry
I was
every
gonna say
verbiage
this.
of choice.
The stuff that come out her mouth.
Well, we know what comes out of your mouth, so we
Right.
can imagine.
Well, yeah, and
what the-
she has no filter at all.
None.
But
No
she
need.
knows because every number in Alabama in Chautauqua County starts with 398.
So she just say
She just told
Throw
well,
out
Grandma,
those
do you know AFMA number 6782? I be like, Grandma. She be like, do you look in the phone book?
phone
Oh
book.
my
Wow.
God! Remember that
Old school versus new school.
phone book and TV guide. What about that?
Oh, used to
TV
live
guide.
for the TV guide and used to fight over so you could mark out what your show was.
Yes.
And try to get to the
That's
TV
Sunday
first so
paper.
you can be watching it.
That's
Oh, we
Sunday
got the
paper.
TV
Always
guide.
TV
Oh,
guide,
yes.
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 I had to
yes.
purge myself of the
Did
TV
y'all
guide
have
demons.
this here? I don't know if y'all had this here. Did y'all have something called The Box? It's when music videos came out. I'm going to say late 80s,
TV
90s.
show?
It was like all videos,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
could pay to watch the video you wanted. Now, this was when the Luke era was here.
Oh, how many times you get in
my
trouble for
God.
that?
I wasn't me. I was fat. It was Big Fred. I said, Fred, you know, my mom was going to work, and his friends was over there, and you know, I rolled with my brother. I was the best. Let me tell you something. I was ride or die for my brother. Now, I'm not lying. Little, I followed behind him. Whatever Fred said, go. He was my hero.
So when he wanted
his
to watch that
friends-
Luke video,
but I would also be the advisor.
right?
Like on
What's happening?
What's happening? I'd be like, hey Fred, come here. You know that's $4.99 a video, right? Y'all done already watched it 3 times.
Oh.
Pop that coochie, hey, pop that coochie, and all his friends was in the video. Like, look at that one. I was like, this is
God.
gonna go bad.
I tried to warn him.
I was like, hey Fred, hey, mama, we got cable. You know, sometimes we don't have cable. But we have cable this month.
And you about to blow it
Right.
for us. You get ready to double the bill up, and she's gonna have to cut it off to recoup what you're spending on this video.
Everybody.
Man.
I woke up, went to sleep and woke back up. They was still popping that coochie.
No.
Let me tell you something. When Faye got that damn bill from Barton Cable,
Barton Cable.
because it was a black man, he owned it in Michigan. It was a black man, he owned Barton
Right,
Cable.
Barton.
Yes, he did. He sold it though. But anyway, when Faye had got that bill from Barton Cable, I left out the house. I jumped on my who ride and was going down the street like I don't want no parts of this conversation.
At all.
Okay, what about this old school
Pop
versus
that
new
coochie.
school?
You was like in the color purple.
What about
Turn the
homework?
piano, you were out of there.
Oh yeah.
What about homework?
What is that anymore?
What is that? Okay, so we're gonna go to break in a minute, but
give homework anymore?
But do you even understand any of the homework that they give?
No.
Like, can you even help your children with homework? That used to
my
be a
daughter
family
do math.
event. Yeah, we used to sit at the table in the evening with everybody's homework stuff out and doing it, and whatever you needed help with, then
Nah, my mom ain't helped me because she helped me and messed it all up. I called my grandma though. My grandma was a
How did I
mathematician.
know?
She used to be a substitute school teacher, really. No, seriously. And my mom would be like, well, I don't know what the hell that is. Call your grandma. So I'd be like, Caterpillar. Grandma, it say A over E and C. She said, now I told you this last week.
On that note, we're going to take a break, and we will be right back to talk more about old school versus new school. old school versus new school. Okay, anybody remember food stamp dollars?
Yes.
The brown ones were
Brown,
$1.
green, orange,
Green,
yellow.
Orange, I remember, yeah.
Let me tell you something. You was
The
balling with some
embarrassment.
food stamps.
But you know what? Did you ever play
I'm
this game
sorry.
though? Like certain things you couldn't buy with food stamps. So we would take my mom. She would send us to the store, give us the food stamp dollars. We would go to the store and try to use as many separate purchases as possible
So you
to
could
get
get
the
the
change.
change. But before the change, it was the food stamp change.
I
They-
didn't see. I wasn't there. That
It was
was a
food stamp change.
We don't know nothing
Do
about that.
tell.
It was.
Really?
Oh my God!
It was
I
like
can't
change
tell.
that was food
Oh
stamps.
Tell
my
them my
God.
age. Yeah.
Wow, I'm not shocked.
Damn.
So we missed that
Let's
one.
Yeah, we
ask
missed
somebody.
that.
Tony might remember. I don't know.
That's
I'm gonna ask some
crazy.
people. What's that good
Now I'm
name?
gonna Google that. I'm gonna
I'm
Google because I want to
serious.
see what it looked
What it
like.
looked like? Yeah.
I'm serious. It looked like play. You know.
Did y'all have Focus Hope here?
Who?
Oh, what is that?
Oh
Focus
Lord,
Hope.
this okay in Michigan. It is like it's this place where it just got so it have pork on the can. It's like it help people with food. It's like a food pantry.
Okay, I know
Okay.
about the
But it
pantry
was
because that's where you
called-
got the cheese
But
and
it
stuff from
right
too.
the cheese,
Like
the
that
government
cheese.
cheese.
Yeah, that
Right.
cheese
The
was good
government
though.
cheese.
Made
but,
the best grilled
but
cheese
you know,
ever.
it'll say beef. And
Yeah,
then it have a
everything.
cow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
pork.
Black and white
Then
labels.
It had a pineapple.
Yeah.
And then it had, but girl, you did not. You was on fleek when they had apple juice. Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
that's when you
something.
came up. That was special.
You came up.
Look, but speaking
When they had
of
apple
food,
juice.
look at old school versus new school in terms of food. Well, we didn't have a choice. We were going to
No.
eat that spinach or eat
Oh.
whatever they
Yeah,
put
it
on
was
the
not
table.
optional.
Hog maws, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now
Goulash.
the kids have options, and we sometimes allow them to have options.
Bad
We all
options
the
even.
time. Like, hey, what
We
do you
didn't
want?
ever
Just
eat
leave me
fast
alone.
food.
Go get you something, or let me bring you. We
It was
never
a treat
ever
to
had
eat
fast
fast
food.
It was.
That was a special occasion. That
It
was
was
your
special
birthday.
occasion.
It was
It was
your
a
income
treat,
tax.
Right. You balled out income tax. We're going to get some new
Somebody
shoes.
New
and some
shoes
fast
and
food.
McDonald's.
Oh,
Yeah.
my daddy got the profit sharing check at Ford Motor Company, you know, A, B, and C. We would be
Yeah.
balling out. But, you know, my mama used to like to go to the place and get smelts. Have you guys ever ate
The
smelts?
The
fish.
fish.
Yeah, we
Uh-huh.
had the little
Yes.
spit.
Oh,
they
we ate
fried
And what's the
sardines
other
and
one?
mackerel.
It's another one too. Sardines, mackerel, smelts.
Oh, and the little.
It
No,
was
that
something
was
else. No,
sardines,
it was
I
another
thought,
one.
with
It was
the
another
key
one.
to it.
Yeah, that was one, but it was.
Did
it was
you
some other
roll
ones,
that
too.
some
Yeah.
of
Yes,
Used to
some
love it.
sardines.
roll that.
It had the little.
What about when TV went off?
Wow.
Like if
At
you
a
were lucky
certain
enough to
time.
stay up late enough
You could
for
watch it go
TV
off.
to go to
It
Fuzz.
played the
music.
They put the
Yeah.
American flag and the music, and then 20
Then
minutes
the Fuzz,
later,
yeah.
it was just Fuzz on every channel.
That is
We need that back.
crazy.
Yeah, we do.
Because
some
these
people,
children
some
don't-
people stay
they
up
watch
way
everything.
past their bedtime, watch the TV watching them.
Because they also have the DVR now.
Yes.
Where you can record your favorite shows and you can just
My.
veg out in the bed
All
at night
night.
and be woke way too late catching up on your shows from the week.
How time
Yeah, no,
changes.
hell to the no. I'm going to sleep.
I don't do
You
it
know,
every
I
night,
put-
but it
I
happens.
put on, you know what I'm hooked on, no lie. Now this the new school. New school got me. That River Monsters. Do anybody
I don't
watch
watch that.
River
No,
Monsters?
I've seen episodes, but I don't.
Is that like on
really
Sci-Fi
watch.
Channel or something?
Yes,
Y'all
and it's
don't go
supposed to be
nowhere.
real
I've never.
Without
real
watching no River.
things,
I think
creatures
it's
that
real.
live in
It-
real
it
rivers.
is.
And
Really?
they find in different
He
species.
catch them
that-
every
yeah.
week. Y'all better not be
Well, I
going
don't
to
really
these
get
Like-
too close to rivers.
I need
Don't
to
be
watch
going
that.
to these lakes and rivers thinking it's cool.
So what about music? Old school music.
New school can
You know, I used
flush
to be in a
itself
pop
down
rock
the.
group when I was.
What?
I used to break dance. That was one of the old
Yeah.
school playing things
I
we
used
did
to be in a
outside.
pop
We
rock.
break. It was 2 girls and 2 boys,
Yeah,
and we
I
would
would-
put the
Girl, I
cardboard
thought I
out.
was the
Yeah, we
Big
were
Joy
doing it.
and JJ Fad. With JJ
Yes.
Fad, and we're here to rock. Rhymes like ours can never be stopped. See the 3 of us, and I know we're fresh. Hot. Where's my background? Hold on.
Where's my bag?
Yeah,
Okay,
new-
we're gonna do the old school music. Then I have to say, Sir Dougie Fresh.
Oh my god!
I promise you, it came on this morning, the 6 minutes. I was in the shower, and I have never, I don't think there has ever been a day in my life where I heard that song and did not dance to it.
Oh,
And
No,
sing
Never.
the
you
entire song.
cannot. You cannot.
6 minutes, Dougie Fresh.
And
you're on.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Don't do me. Don't do me.
Let them know, Shamika.
Do
Let them
your
know.
hair.
Now they don't
But
have
we,
comments.
but we can understand the words. It New
this
school.
stuff. First of all, I
And
don't
we had a lot
know
of
what
fun.
they're
We had
saying.
more fun music too. It wasn't
And
all sexual.
It's
like
all
now.
sexual.
Everything.
Sexual
Everything.
violence,
the
money.
And it's all the same. I mean, I heard that.
Okay.
What's one of those songs they make a sound, they make a noise after every word they say, some kind of noise.
All of them have a noise.
But then I
them.
heard like 3 more different
All
songs,
of
and now
them.
they're all
They
doing that
have
noise.
signature noises, and they're all.
No, it was the same noise.
But I'm
I
saying,
just know.
but the artist.
Well, then he make $100,000. How much he make? $100,000.
See all of that. See, if that was the old school song, you would have known the words.
And all of that sound, and all you got
Yeah.
was.
But he actually say something for real.
Yeah,
I
but you just
I
don't know what
it
it is. Because you can't understand it.
Can't understand it.
It's so
Wow.
bad. And I really feel some kind of way with my youngest daughter about to turn 17. I know she's not a baby anymore. I get that. And I know that she is at school being exposed to the entire planet and all the things I would want to save her from.
Oh my God.
However, I just still can't. Before I got divorced, my ex and I had both of our daughters in the car, same age at the time. They were, I think, 15. And I am big on, I'm cool with you guys turning the station when we're in the car as a family. But we got to be listening to the clean version because they want to hook their phones up. you know.
Yes.
And
yes,
I'm cool
Tara,
with that.
speak
But
on
we're going to
it.
have to do the clean
Speak on
version.
it.
And in
Yes.
our battle with him, he was like, well, they hear it all the time. They're not going to hear it all the time with
With me. Oh
Yeah.
my
I just
God.
can't, and I
speak
don't
on
want to
it.
hear it all the time. And I'm a sailor. I was born a sailor. It is what it is.
That's
And
what
I try to
I'm
purge
saying,
my
you
sailor
know?
demon, but how am I supposed to purge my own demons if every song I
Because-
listen to is flooded with
Oh
that,
my
and I'm sharing that
God,
with my
yes.
kids? I
Because
just
old
can't do it.
school taught you
Old school.
that you don't talk grown-up talk, which was
With
cursing,
children, right.
with children
You just
present.
don't.
So just it comes over you when you hear that cussing.
It
You're like,
comes
oh no, that's
over
grown
me.
folks.
Yes.
You know,
Sometimes
it's
you do
sad.
hear it and
It's
it just be too much. You be like, oh no.
I mean, even
I
my
don't wanna be
26-year-old
and
doing
even the
knows.
not cursing, when I'm riding with my 16-year-old niece, the sexual stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
you
can't
very
take too much.
uncomfortable.
I'm like,
I can't
that's,
either.
I have
And
to
they are
turn.
very,
Makes you not even
because
feel
they're
comfortable
You ever
listening
listen to
to
that
it
stuff?
with them. Yes.
And they are so blatant and
Descriptive.
clear and descriptive. Like you could get a clear visual of
Let me
exactly
tell
what
you
yes,
happened.
something.
of
You know what
exactly
I'm
what's
tired
happening.
of? And
It's
I
too
meant to
much.
put it on Facebook, but my daughter is so retarded about putting stuff about her on Facebook. But I woke up one morning and she woke me up because she was blasting Jodeci, Come and Talk to Me.
Wow.
And I was like, God, I influenced my child.
Well,
Can
they
you
do
think
like
about
some
that?
of those
Listen,
songs. They like some of those
she
songs.
she lives in the country,
Uh-huh.
and they be like, Kayla be listening to all different
the
types.
old
They don't even know
school
nothing about.
variety, yeah.
But Kayla said, Mama, they ain't even own none of this. But I know
Yeah,
she.
my
got
daughter,
that
my
from
daughter,
Yeah.
and my niece were gonna go see Mint Condition. Now, our crew, that is what we do. When Mint Condition hits the city,
Let me
it's
tell
already
you
understood. It's
something.
ladies' night.
The real
now
band,
the girls are doing
Definition.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're 20s.
Yeah, yeah.
And it
I
feels
said, where y'all
really
going? We
weird.
going to the Mint Condition concert. I was like, what? She was like, y'all got us hooked on this, so don't act like we shouldn't be there
Let
with the
me
rest of the
tell you
grown folks. Because
something.
we grown, we listen to grown folks
Just to
music.
wake up and hear my baby listening to all the good
different
stuff,
stuff,
you know, Aaliyah, she on all of it. She on Blackstreet, she
Wow.
up on it.
But you know, a lot of them are. We were
A lot
working,
of 'em, yeah.
chaperoning, helping out at a prom recently, a school party, a high school party. And the DJ started playing our music. So
Yeah.
we in the corner, you know, at the door taking money.
Right, like,
And then we
And
look
the kids
over,
were having
all
a
the
blast.
kids are
Singing
dancing
it.
and
Yeah.
singing all the way. I'm
Yeah.
like, how do
Yeah.
they know this?
Exactly. They do. They like some
So
of it. 'Cause
that's very-
Lauren does that too. I'm like, well, what you know about that?
Well,
Yeah.
they pick it up from us. Just like with my mom. My mom had a rule. On Sunday, they
Sounds
called
like
it
a
the
trend right
Dusties. The old school music was called Dusties in Chicago on Sunday. You better not so much as graze the station control on that radio or that volume when you walk by. All day long on Sunday, it's Dusties.
Yeah.
And she played it loud, and she did her chores. And this, if you can't beat them, join them. The next thing you know,
You
man,
better
I
not
hate
wrong
this
thing.
station. And next thing you know,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like
next thing you know, it's like, oh, that's my song. Now it's your song.
I
And
feel
our
like I
kids
was
pick it up too.
exposed to so much because my mama was country. So they got their own blues down there. I'm trying to tell you. You know, like blues, you know, you think of B.B. King and stuff like that. They got like Sir Charles and Bobby Blue Bland and, you know, different stuff.
Yeah.
Them
Real
old
blues.
men was nasty.
Oh,
okay?
yes.
I
The
didn't
freaks.
know then.
Right.
What the
Because they
hell
were
they-
subtle. They
Yeah.
were very
It was much more subtle than now. Oh my
They
God.
were saying it.
They were
They
saying
say,
it.
And once
it
you
ain't
get
good
grown
till
and
you
you hear
stand
it.
up in it. I said, stand up in it.
So you ain't even know.
I
You
didn't
just
even
was.
know, but I used to be like, dum, 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 dum. It ain't good till you stand up in it.
You just jamming. Don't know what they talking about.
Didn't know what they was talking about till I got grown. I was like, these men was some perverts.
Oh yeah.
But that was back when. That's another old school versus new school. It just seemed like even society protected the children to some degree.
Right.
With the entertainment and the music and
agree.
stuff. Now it's just put it all out there, put it in their face. Old school versus new school. Okay, so when we talk about what the adults protected us from, think about the way you were allowed to dress and carry yourself.
Yes.
So swimsuits. How old were you when you got your first two-piece swimsuit?
I ain't get one.
Okay.
I had too many. I had breasts in 5th grade.
At 3.
No, you laughing. But no, I had a D in 5th grade.
Right, we were older girls when we got a two-piece.
Yeah, and they were appropriate. They looked
appropriate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Check
looked
this out.
our
And
age
you
in
more,
our
it was more
swimsuits.
like a tank, a short tank
Tankini
top.
or
It wasn't
something.
like the real.
It wasn't a
With
bikini,
all
those
the-
two pieces.
yeah, with
Right.
all
Two
the
pieces.
out.
Yeah.
So now, I don't know if you've seen this, and I don't know if you've seen it, and I think we've discussed this before on a previous show, but there's a trend now where, say you have a girl who's 5, 6, or 7, and you want to give her the string bikini look, you just buy her a 3T or 2T two-piece swimming suit. Why in the hell would I want my child that young to look like she's wearing a two-piece string bikini?
Now I'm not gonna lie. I used
They're
to
doing
like, I
sexy
didn't like
for
that. I
babies,
didn't
basically.
I didn't like
That's
sexy.
new school.
But you
Wow.
remember, like when they had like I remember, it was just coming out. They would have the blue jean shorts, but they would have a little lace
skirt.
on the end, like the little skirt thing. But then they'd have the short, like kind of shirt that go around the neck.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute. I let my baby wear that.
Yeah,
But
I think
I
that's
didn't
okay.
let her wear it all the time. 'Cause
But
my
the
mama
shorts
went back.
covered her
And
butt
midriff-
cheeks.
and
because-
midriff
Yeah, but
isn't
yeah,
bad.
no,
now
it
the
was
shorts
down.
don't. The
Right.
shorts
Yeah.
are so short that the pockets are showing.
That they
And
Yeah.
your butt cheeks are showing.
And your
They
butt
don't even
cheeks-
cover your whole
that
butt.
pamper be showing, I'm dead.
Yes,
And they think
they
that's-
and
Right.
I think it's cute.
And that's ridiculous.
Yeah, pamper showing, just
That's
disgusting.
unfortunate. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's ridiculous.
Old
It's
school
like,
versus new. I had one of my cousins tell me. He said, "T, you need to lighten up on your girls." It's at that year was 2000 or something. I said, "You idiot." That is the very reason why I should not lighten up on my girls. Know what you know and let me know what I know.
There you
Because
go.
what I know is the further we get in time, the more protective I need to be of my children. Because the TV ratings, remember when the TV when it was rated G, it was rated G,
Yeah.
general audience. Now rated
Now
G, you can find
is-
sexual content in it and bad language, profanity.
Cartoons.
Absolutely.
How about remember our cartoons?
Oh my God.
Now,
We
if
have
you
the
look at
best
the cartoons,
cartoons.
they have these.
It's
What
a
is that
po-
grown
it's
up? The
almost a
Family
porn show.
Guy.
That's,
and Archer.
I don't need. I,
These
don't, I never liked
cartoons
my son to
are
watch that.
grown
I
stuff.
banned
Well,
him from
and
watching
almost
it.
It's
like a
adult.
baby porn.
It is.
Well, and it's
It
the
really
devil
is.
being busy because they're advertising it as adult cartoons, but I'm an adult. I'm a grown A woman. I don't need any damn cartoons to stimulate me. So in real life, you didn't make that for me. You made that to attract children.
Right.
You're attracting them to sexuality, profanity, breaking the law, whatever else
Yep.
is going on
And we thought
in there.
the
It's not
damn
for
Bart-
the adults.
We thought
Bart
And baby,
Simpson.
and I would not
he
let my
was-
daughter
that
watch
was
Bart.
Scandal.
Eat my
Ooh.
shorts. I wish you would watch that because
Bart
the first time
Simpson
you
was
tell me to eat
scandalous
anything,
in
you're
our
gonna
house.
be toothless.
Oh my
it wasn't
God.
happening.
But you know what? Back in the day, just real for real, like my daughter picked up a lot of bad crap from Rugrats. She
Yeah,
used
they
to
were a
be-
little bit tough.
They was a little tough, but you know.
But they were
she
nothing
used to
like
say
this stuff
and
now.
I used to be like, where you hear
Yeah,
that
they
at?
smart mouth, yeah.
On TV? I was like, who said it? Angelica. I said, Angelica gonna get your ass whooped. That's what she gonna do.
Yeah, you, Angelica's not your friend.
I told my daughter.
Keep talking like that.
I told Jasmine. She told me she hated me one time. She was mad, having a fit. She was grounded,
Wow.
and she was on punishment. Sydney was maybe 6 months old. I get vertigo real bad with allergies, and so I was out of it. I was
Oh, yeah,
really,
that's
really
terrible.
sick, and so I had her on punishment. And she went to go to school to, get out for school that day, but she missed her bus. When she missed her bus, she came back. Mama, you gotta wake me. You gotta take me to school. I can't even sit up straight. My head, my whole room is spinning, and,
Everything just
and,
spinning,
and don't wake
yeah.
my baby up. I can't. Go to your room, take your clothes off, and go back to bed. You're just gonna miss school today. You missed the bus. You're just gonna miss school. Well, what am I supposed to do? Because what it is she's on punishment, and I really was looking forward to going to school so I could be around my friends and get away from this punishment for me. She made 2 or 3 trips in my room. Long story short, I said, if you come in here one more time, I'm gonna have to get up off this bed, and it's gonna be really dangerous for you. She said, I hate you.
Hell to the no, no.
To the
No.
Hell
When I tell you,
no.
baby, I had to sit up real slow because I had to stay with that room that was spinning. I said, you come here, bring your ass over right now. And she said, no. I said, I swear to God, sitting up is bad enough. If you make me stand up.
Oh.
So she gave me the little, remember Mr. Tudball off the Carabinette? Speaking of old school versus new school, she came over. When I tell you, I tried to choke the life out of that little girl. I was riding her like I was on something. I said, don't you ever. I said, everything I do, I get up and I do because I love you. You don't get to hate me, and you watch too much damn TV. That's where you hear that on TV. You don't get to say that in real life.
They hear us.
That's written in scripts for TV shows.
That's on TV.
Yeah, that's written in scripts on TV shows where it doesn't bother anybody.
I did.
I did too, and that's where it stayed.
But I never.
You knew not to say it.
I was never hard enough to say that.
And I tried to make sure my face didn't say what I was thinking, because you chopped in it. Oh my Lord!
My mama would
if you got beaten up for rolling your eyes, you just knew saying stuff would just be way too much.
Oh my God! Murder,
you just don't,
death,
yeah,
murder,
just
death, kill. Just what?
Murder, death, and kill.
I have tasted my own blood.
Way too often.
That's not cute.
I think we should all go home and make our kids taste their blood too.
I agree. I agree.
Just for the heck of it, so that they know it's possible.
Let me just say this. I was watching. My mama had just smacked me one time, and I had seen that if your parents are abusing you, call the number. So I was like this. I was looking out. I guess I was staring.
This is the old school versus new school. Cause did you call?
Hell no.
That's old school. New school kids, oh, they'll dial
They bold
Let me
enough
tell
to
you
do
something.
it.
Guess
They
what she said on that couch, though? Guess what
My
she
niece
said
did
on
it
that
before.
couch? She told us, you think about dialing in there, but that'll be the last damn time you see the light of day.
I heard that from my mother, because I was just joking.
I was like this. Never mind.
I was just
That's
joking.
not even that serious.
She said, call them. And before they get here, I'm going to whoop your ass. So I'm just joking, Mom. No, don't play.
My niece threatened me with it. I was watching a show, and they were showing, they said, if you look at the lower right corner, you can see that it's before school. This lady is cursing her children for filth. She done slapped 2 or 3 of them. The baby is in the high chair. She said, you better be glad your ass is still as little as you are, because I'd give it to you too. So I was like, wow, is that what I'm going to have to start serving for breakfast? A can of whoop ass around here? I'm just joking. And my niece said, and if you do, I'm going to call them people and put them in your life just like I did my daddy. Baby, I sat up, and I had been raising her at that point for a couple of years. I sat up, and I said, here's my phone. I said, I wish any one of y'all in here would ever, because what I pride myself on is being an awesome and amazing mother. And I work too damn hard to be threatened in my own home. Please call them. Before they leave here, I said, I tell you what they're going to do. It worked with your daddy because he had a record, Pumpkin. I don't have a record. They're going to come with a little folder, and that's what's going to piss me off, because that folder is going to have my name on it. Okay. They're going to ask you questions. They're going to ask you, well, do you have any bruises? You don't have anything to show them, but I promise you before they make it to the corner, you'll need to call them back. You will need to call. I hope you do. My mother put the fear of God in your words and us. There is no authority over mama at my mama's house. Period. Not even daddy. Like I said, I was going to tell my daddy one time, and it didn't work.
Like, I didn't care about my stepdaddy. I was like,
he wasn't the issue.
My mom.
All they had to do was give a look.
It was mama.
Now that's old school versus new.
Jesus,
that's old school for
baby
real.
Jesus,
Listen,
and daddy.
She talking about that look. If you give some of these kids a look now, they'll be like,
what you looking at?
Give you a look. What is that about?
Let me tell you something. When my mom was in the choir stand and she gave a look,
all the way from the choir stand
over, and I'll be like, not me. I don't got time
I'm cool,
for you to come down here and embarrass me in front of the
I'm good.
Yeah, it's
or it's go downstairs. Like go down, downstairs.
If your mom is in the choir and she looked out at you, any other children in the vicinity would pick up on her look and straighten up as well. I don't know if she's looking at me or not, but I do not want that problem, so I'm good.
Wow. And now it's this new school.
Oh my God, blatant disrespect.
They don't get it. They don't even get it. They don't get it. It's just amazing how times have changed
in such a short period of time, like you said.
Remember Vacation Bible School?
It doesn't seem that long ago.
Did y'all have to go to
watching
Vacation
Lucy
Bible
and
School?
all that?
Oh my
We didn't have a church.
loving it.
When you seen Lucy and her and what's his name, Ricky, separate
household.
beds and all that stuff.
Oh my Lord, yes, separate beds. I didn't even know grown people. I know where babies came from for a long time. I don't know how that happened.
Now you turn on the TV and don't
Lucy
tell them who you gonna
and
see
Ricky
the
had
bed
separate
together.
beds.
Yeah, and they in that bed.
And they in the bed
Yeah,
rolling
they in
around
that
naked.
Hold on.
Doing
Now,
stuff.
Did you watch?
It
You
could
watch
be women,
Mary
regular
Jane?
TV.
Wait,
being Mary Jane.
with the you see her on the couch and she's leaning back. The shot is from behind her, and the man comes from below her and raises up to talk to her. I'm like, what?
Or the shower scene where they're both completely naked and he's holding her up in the shower.
Or the hallway scene when she dropped to her knees. I'm like, what?
Hold on. I would just like to thank the producers of that show for their fine men in that show.
Well, we think of all the fine men, but they just go a little far with the script.
That's
because that should be rated
Extra.
X.
Yeah,
That's rated
it shouldn't
X.
be on regular TV.
It shouldn't be, but
It should not be on.
But
This
I
is
thank
what
him
these
for
new.
showing
new school kids are
That's why.
exposed to.
That's why they fighting their
They can
mamas and
teach us
daddies
stuff.
and.
Oh my God!
my
I'm scared to
goodness.
know what they could teach
I
us.
was say, I don't even want to know what they know.
I mean, even with my daughter, when we having talks about stuff, I'm scared to know what she knows because I'm sure she knows everything. I keep asking in my head, like, how much porn has she seen? Because even on any social media, it pops up. You can. I know she saw it once before when she was probably
YouTube, they
11
could
or
be
12.
watching any video and there's something can just.
And they'll set it up where when they're doing a report or something, when they type in certain keywords, it'll automatically pop up porn. The words that they know children are going to be looking up for, whatever type of.
Yep.
Well, with that, we have to take a break. Because that subject really makes me upset. Old school versus new school with this whole sex thing is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
But we will talk about that and much more when we come back.
You've thought about it, dreamed about it, and prayed about it. Starting your own business. Well, you can do it, and you don't have to do it alone. No matter what your business, Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you succeed. Here's Cassandra Bradford.
We're a Christian organization designed to help you succeed at what God has called you to do.
Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you avoid the pitfalls, fears, and costly mistakes first-time businesses often make. They'll guide you through the proper forms and help surround you with wise counsel.
We partner you with other people that can help you become successful. We want to do the paperwork for you so you don't have to.
And Genesis Preferred Solutions offers free training and seminars designed to promote success through the Word of God.
Put action to the plan that you have.
You are the best at what you do. So let's get started. Call Genesis Preferred Solutions now and ask about a tailor-fitted package for you. 800-718-2425. That's 800-718-2425. Church leaders, call today to schedule an exciting free seminar for your church or group. 800-718-2425. Go online to genesispreferred.com and do your own business by the book.
And we are back, Sisters Unedited, talking about old school versus new school. And I have a good one on a more positive note.
All right.
I think it may be for not so positive a reason, but on a positive note, I have noticed that there is a shift in girls. I don't know if it's just me or my part of the planet or the people I deal with, but I'm finding that young women are stepping up to a level that is amazing and impressive to me. When it comes to their education, their goals, our generation, I came through the generation of people who were taught to get married and have families. But these young women of mine and of others that I know are amazing.
Yes, I agree.
Like setting the standards so freaking high. My children are 9 years apart, but I'm excited because Sydney has to look up. I constantly had to say to Sydney, you do know you get to do your thing your way, right? No pressure. No pressure. She set a great example and she's doing good things, but you get to do Sydney. She's like, I know, Mom, I know. Because she's like, last year, we were like, God, she had so much stuff. She's in 3 or 4 different groups and clubs, and then she's taking some pre-AP and some AP, and she's on the dance team. And I'm like, hey, when are you going to sleep? Mom, I got it. I'm trying to do something with my life. Please do something with your life.
Please do something with your
Please
life.
do something with your life.
Okay, old school versus new school. Dancing. Do you remember when you went out
Fun.
and you danced?
And you
actually
danced.
sweat and worked. Your hair
was
was
the
curled
best.
up.
You didn't even have to drink or anything.
Yes.
And we used to have YMCA parties in Chicago. But what about when the boys asked you to dance? What about where'd that go?
Where's that go? Wait
just
a minute.
watch you
I'm
now.
sorry, not
They just
boys.
watch you.
Where's about the men?
The grown men, y'all didn't get it.
coming to ask you to dance.
No.
And actually
At
dancing, not
party.
just two-step. Like,
No,
I'm
actually
telling
dance.
you, y'all know I have bad knees. But I met somebody week before last, and he danced. I knew he wasn't from here because I saw him from across the room
He danced.
dancing. And I said,
How did he dance?
he danced.
Like
He danced 4 hours, and I danced 3 hours and 22 minutes. Because I said, listen, at this point, I said, look, my knee still hurt today. But I said, listen, I have to take a break. He said, you gonna leave me like this? I said, I'm sweating. Ladies, I can't look like this on the dance floor. I'm leaving 15 songs. I'm like, I ain't danced this much since the 12th grade. I swear to God. So I thoroughly enjoyed that because I haven't had it in a long time. Even when you go out, it usually ends up just being ladies sitting having a drink, and that's it.
And then
Yeah,
when
we
the
just
ladies
gonna
dance, we
dance
dance
with
with
each
each
other.
other. Right.
Yeah, but dancing
And I'm
with
tired
a
of being
man,
lesbians with you heifers. I want to dance with a man sometimes.
do
I'm
too.
cool with my lesbian ladies, but I want to dance with a guy sometimes.
That's
I
one
want him
part
to
of
be
the
dancing.
old
I
school.
want him to be
Right.
like,
Really
yeah.
This
invest.
dude was
Invest.
dancing so much. I said, "You are gonna make me get some dollars out of my." I mean, he was dancing like back in the day dancing.
Oh,
I said,
no, not no.
How old was he? Like
He's
middle?
47.
Okay.
Not no.
And
like,
that's fun to watch, even if you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
dance or you can't dance. When you go out, to me, honestly, it's
Have
way
a
more
good
fun to
time.
watch people having. And I've watched people, especially, and I'm gonna say Caucasian because we know that that's considered rhythmless nation. Usually, people say they don't dance that well. But
Hey,
if
that's
you ever,
changing,
but
girl.
it is. But if you
Coming
watch,
out.
but even if you watch black or white, someone who does not have any rhythm, but they are on that dance floor giving it hell and having so
Having
much
so much
fun.
fun,
Like
yeah.
it is so
I would
fun
love
to
be
watch.
that person.
But
Right.
Oh, I
I
love
want to
it.
go get with him. I have to turn my
Oh,
back
heck
if
yeah.
you don't have rhythm, because then you throw us both off.
Yeah,
I'm
but I
out
will
there with
join you, right? I will join you.
That's what I miss about
Say,
about
you know
back
what?
in the
You
day.
throwing both
I
of us
miss
off.
my
Yes.
family. I really, really miss my family because when we have like parties at my mom's house and we have DJ or whatever, we'll call them new school kids out. We'll call
call
my
them to the
daughter.
floor, yeah.
We'll be like,
Come
come
on.
on, dance off.
Yeah.
Girl, they don't know nothing. We tear their butt up every time.
Every time.
It is so fun.
I
That's
like
just
seeing
so
that
fun.
on Facebook now. You see a lot of
The parent and kid.
Yeah.
And I even like it when the parents do the kids
Uh-huh.
newer age dances too. I
Uh-huh.
think that's cute.
My
Man.
kids just really, I don't know. My kids don't want me to do nothing.
Old school versus
They-
new school.
yeah, they
Family,
don't
the
want-
family
they
time.
don't
It's
want
just not
me
the
to-
same.
They don't want me to be knowing they little music and stuff.
Yeah,
They be
my
like,
my
nah.
baby's like that too. I just told her the other day when I come in the room, she does this thing. She could be laying there watching TV, and when I walk in, she'll be like the "Can I help you" face.
Yes. Oh my God, I know that so well.
And
Can
I went
she
in her
help
room,
Yes.
and I didn't say anything. I went in there the other day. I didn't say anything. I just slid in. She was all the way on the far side of her bed, so I slid in on that side. And she was watching something on her phone. She has a television, but she was watching TV on the phone. So I just kind of leaned by her and watched her phone with her. And then after a while, she kind of gave me a little, like, okay, you're making me hot
She
move.
let you watch it for a
So
minute?
I turned over, and after a while, when I turned over, I was just laying there. I wasn't even bothering her. And after a while, she just turned over and looked at me like,
When
"You
you
still
leaving?"
here?"
Yes.
And I'm like, what the heck did I
know,
do to
girl, I'm
you?
relating.
They don't like us.
No, unless they need money.
Unless they need
But
money.
That
do you
means
notice
something.
they are so protective of us?
They are.
You ever be out and say if a guy's looking at you or something?
My youngest is not like that, but my oldest was a pit bull.
Oh, yeah,
she
they
was like,
protective.
and she was like, "Mama," and I know he saw me looking at him, looking at you, and he was looking at your booty anyway.
Yes.
Like he didn't see me looking at him. That's disrespectful. And I'm like, if you weren't looking at him, you wouldn't have known that he was looking at me. So if you get you some business, and
Right.
let people do what they want to do with their own
Let me
eyeballs,
tell
I
you
agree it was
something.
disrespectful. But if you just stop staring at me and every time I pass him, you're
tell
okay.
you.
Lauren will try and stand like right
Jasmine
behind me.
blocking.
Mama, man looking at you, so she'll get right behind me. So,
Yeah.
so they can't
That's so
see.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sydney does not pay attention. She's never cared one way or the
She
other
don't
about
give-
people looking. She be like, I don't even know if she even thinks about that kind of stuff. But Jasmine was like, Lauren.
My son he is really coming because he's so doggone tall. So we was at the Family Dollar.
You look like you're your man. when
Right,
you
he
go
looked like
out.
my man first of all with his tall self, and so we was in the line, and I seen the little cute guy, little younger guy. He was a little Thundercat. He was behind me. I seen him looking
We
at
love
me.
a good
I
Thundercat.
know we
These
love
little
a good
Thundercats
Thundercat.
that like us cougars, don't
They
they?
do.
They
I
do.
was
And
like,
brave, baby, they come straight to you with the
Yes,
conversation.
yes.
Grown men will look at you and not say a word. They wait for you to talk. But the Thundercats come get you.
Yes.
The Thundercat.
I might need me a Thundercat. That's
So,
what I need right
my
now.
son walked ahead of
just
me,
saying.
opened the door, and took the stuff out of the thing. And so I was walking slow. He looked back and he looked at him. He's like, "Mom, I'm tired of all these men looking at you." I was like, "Wait, Andre, did I miss it? Which one?"
I hate to miss that.
He's like, "Ma, come on." That's his
He like,
favorite.
quit playing.
"Ma, come on." If he
Wow.
could drive, he'd have left my butt. He'd be like, "Hey, stay off my mama." He like a little watchdog now. I'd be like, "Andre, chill out. Mama gotta
Man.
get her Mac on. Chill out."
Man,
No, he
the-
definitely don't want to hear
I
that.
don't wanna hear that.
The Mac on, yeah.
15.
Well, my baby told me.
15 looking 22.
My baby told me that she heard me. I just was making a comment. I wasn't making a declaration about my life. I just said, well, you know, now that I'm single, you know. And she came and she said, "Are you trying to date again already?" No, you need to just leave that alone for a minute because you don't pick good.
that to me. Hurt my feelings.
And keep in mind, when she was talking about her daddy and my other ex-husband, she was like, you don't pick good.
And it's
You
true.
need to just stay by yourself.
Look, and it's true. I picked some bad ones. My daughter gonna say, looking at your track record. I said, damn, Kelly, you can't live in the past, can you?
Okay, why you always talking about old stuff?
But that's old school versus new school. Because would you ever have fixed your mouth
to
say that to your
parents,
mother?
no
Anything
way.
like
Well,
that?
no, because she was with the same person. I mean, I couldn't have that conversation.
But
Yeah,
even
but
if he was a bad
even-
guy, if he did anything wrong, you still couldn't pass judgment, period. No comments.
No.
She's like, I don't want to meet nobody you date. I said,
God.
dang, Caleb. Okay. She's like, if they're not going to be, like, in your life, and hopefully nobody's going to be in your life anytime soon.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
She
They
is
just
not
leave us to
ready.
the curb, baby. Just get you a cat, mama.
I
Well,
said,
your only job to them is mama, so they
Right.
really
I
could
really
care
think
less.
they just want me to just, but they don't.
They want you to be happy and safe, but they just don't realize
No,
that
I
happiness
don't
and
think
safeness
they want
comes
me to be
sometimes in the form of
Yeah.
a mate.
I do.
Yeah.
I don't think they
So
want
when
me.
another thing, when you talk about old school and new school, and maybe Kim can speak to this because she's a fitness expert, and that is just taking care of yourselves. New school, do they take care of themselves or health wise?
I think you know what? It's a little different. The eating is bad, but I think we're more physically inclined than before.
I do
Because
too.
women before
More
weren't
women are
going.
working
It wasn't
out.
feminine to be at the gym
Right.
and work out or have muscles or anything like that.
And not just not feminine, you just put your family first and you take care of your family, and then usually wasn't time for you to be in a gym or do anything else.
Right.
My
and
grandmother
now
told
we're
me,
more selfish.
well, and
we're taking
we're more
care of
selfish.
ourselves
I
in
like
the
that
gym.
But my grandmother said this. She said that when I had my oldest daughter, she said, "Baby, get you a good girdle."
Yeah.
She said we didn't go to the gym. She said we hadn't washed our laundry on our knees in a bathtub. We did physical labor at home in order to do chores. It was physical labor. We didn't have dishwashers
That's
and
right.
washing
That's
machines
true.
and
Yeah.
and they actually they didn't need a gym because they were
They
doing
were
physical
active,
labor.
yes.
Right.
And
So
the
they
vacuum
didn't do
cleaners
it.
used to weigh 72 pounds.
They did.
Right. And you
And you had to
Leg,
push it.
baby.
It
Yeah.
didn't have
Steel.
no automatic,
No propulsion,
no
yeah.
propulsion.
It was
No
real
propulsion.
steel with a light on it, too.
Absolutely.
Y'all remember
But
that?
brain
Yeah,
light.
it had a light on it.
What if you didn't have a vacuum cleaner? And
You had to
Sweep
sweep
the
the carpet.
Yeah. Do you know I still do that though on
I do
purpose?
too. The corners
I
you have to because
do.
the vacuum doesn't get
Well,
in
not
the
even
corner.
just the corner.
thick.
That big
Oh,
heavy
yeah.
brown
And you get the when you get done, you have the calluses on
in
your
your hands. Your
My
hands
mama
burning.
will sweep
Yeah.
the
Kim.
Yeah.
My mama will
I will
sweep
still
the
sweep.
hell out of
I will still sweep a carpet.
Yes,
I will.
honey.
And
And
then
then take
once
the
in the
rugs
cheap room-
outside and beat them
Yeah.
with the heavy
Yeah,
broom.
not-
That's
yes,
that's
with
why
the
Mama's
broom.
arms
Arms
was
were
always
always
so
nice.
nice.
And they walked, carried them groceries.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
totally
crazy.
different than now.
It is. It's totally different.
Man.
So
So-
we've been really killing the new school because we haven't said much.
Well, I think we're prejudiced on one side because we have a preference because that's the way we were raised. But if we had 4 young people here, they would have their point of view to debate with us about it.
And you gave them props when you said they are more. They're
driven.
More, yeah,
They're
they're more
so driven.
driven. They're more business minded. They're gonna stand
I
up.
love that
and,
about 'em,
I
too.
like that too.
Yes,
And I like
yes,
that
they
my
are more
kids
leaders. I
want
love
to
to see women in
experience
leadership.
Going and traveling.
So
I like that I put that bug in them younger, like, some parents, they're like, oh, I'm not sending my baby nowhere. It was
Yeah,
summers
please go
where
out
I
and see
didn't
the world.
have kids.
right.
Deuces.
Okay, so before we wrap up, let's just say what is each of one of your favorite old school memories? No, let's flip it because we're prejudiced. So what's one of your favorite new school memories?
New school.
Maybe you would have loved to have it when you were younger. I can think of one. I would have loved to have a freaking dishwasher back then. I still hate washing dishes.
yeah.
And I remember climbing up on the stool, and I remember missing a step and hitting my chin on the
That's another
counter.
whole story.
That is a whole other story. So I would have liked to have a dishwasher back then.
I would have liked to have a DVR.
Nah,
Because
that's
if you had a show or a movie that you really wanted
you
to
didn't
see,
have to fight over the TV.
but you could miss it, and there was no
Right.
way for you to see it. So I really like the DVR from today.
Saved you.
Yeah.
A cell phone. Really? I would have liked to have had a cell phone.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
That is so much freedom involved in having a cell phone.
That would have been cool.
It is, but I
could've
feel like
called
you said
calls.
earlier, you're a slave to it. Like, I feel like sometimes I just want to leave it in that room.
And you
can't.
can, but you have that option. Well, you can if it makes you feel like you need a break from it, you can, because it also has voicemail and you can get emails and text messages. So you could separate yourself if you need to.
New school.
For a few minutes.
I can't even think of none that I would really want to have. Like, for real.
Spoken like a true country woman.
I am. I'm
to the heart, and that's cool. I love that.
I like my childhood, my growing up. The only thing I would wish if I could still have my big brother here.
Amen.
Now, amen to that.
Me too.
Big brother.
Both my brothers are gone, and I would love to.
Well, that's a whole nother show, because if we talk about who we would like to have back, I'd actually
that's
trade out a few people that I have for a few people that I want.
that I know personally that I would give
ones are
away
gone. Oh my God.
to get a couple of them other
I
ones
would
back.
say, I'm not giving away. I would trade.
I would
My
Look,
mom,
you know what? It was
Barbara,
good
my
knowing
granddad,
you.
both of my granddads.
But you gotta go.
But you have.
It's been real, but I'm trading you out. I'm bringing back my mama, and you gotta take her place. You know where she is, buddy? Dustville, USA.
You so stupid.
With that morbid joke, we will end today's show. We will thank you from the bottom of our hearts for watching and tuning in, and we remind you to check out our Facebook page, to go to our website. It is Citrus Unedited, the Facebook page, and this is KRWC.TV. You can catch us here every Tuesday at 7. My 7 and my Tuesday we're coming together at 7 p.m. So we hope to see you here. If you have any suggestions, make sure that you hit us on our page. You have any questions, comments, or whatever. We love to hear from you. Until then, we see you next week on Citrus Unedited.